experience in these type of games, but what did you see as the difference down the stretch and in overtime?
Obviously give them a ton of credit. Like you said, they're a team that is experienced and they've seen this situation a bunch of times. I thought our guys did a great job of battling, attacking the basket the right way, even on that last play. I think those are situations that our guys are strong enough to attack the rim and rebounded it. But again, I'll have to go back and look at it in that situation.
Even against these playoff contending physical teams, just how thin is the margin of error against these type of teams in these type of games, and how valuable is it for your young group to experience this type of
These are extremely valuable lessons for our guys to go into these situations. Obviously walking into overtime here, understanding that, making sure that we have to do the little things. And our guys, stayed locked in for the most part and, stayed the course regardless of what was happening in game and how physical it was on both sides of the ball. But we did a great job of, keeping our poise for the most part, and then attacking the basket like we should have down the stretch. We got the looks that we wanted.
Jamal, it seemed like some guys are getting frustrated by some of the calls or non-calls that are made, down the stretch in the fourth and overtime. Just what's the message to the guys in those moments?
In those situations, it's very hard to protect them. I mean, you watched what happened. And so I'm just telling our guys to stay the course, stay poised. Obviously we have to earn some of those as we get older and, we get the respect in the way that we should. We'll have to continue to fight through those situations.
How hard is it sometimes to deliver that message when they may not feel like, they're getting that respect, they're players just like anyone else?
Well, that's part of it. That's part of the growth of learning and seeing exactly how games are going to be looked at and called. So you have to know right from there that you just have to put your head down, stay the course, come together as a team and continue to fight and scrap and attack the basket the same exact way that you did all game long. And obviously there's going to come a time where you earn those.
Hey Jamal, you guys were up 12 with 9:56 remaining in the final quarter. What was your thought process out of that timeout to not insert your starting lineup back in until the 3:20 marker?
Well, that group had a great momentum going, and so it didn't want to take away from what they were doing with the momentum. And obviously, they made some crucial shots there, but I thought the momentum was in our favor, how we were going. So they called the timeout and not necessarily bring our subs back for the momentum swing that was on our side.
Coach, in the first half, they didn't hit as many shots as they did in the second half. Fourth quarter, would you say is defensive let up, or how would you rate the defense there late in the game?
I think, obviously, they made shots down the stretch, some of those same looks that they were getting. I'll have to go back and look at the film, but I really believe that, we were trying to do a good job of communicating with one another. They hit some tough ones. I think they were at the end of shot clocks in a lot of them, and some of those were tough floaters coming down the lane. And I think, for trying to take away the three was the number one priority, and then they got into the lane a little bit more.
Go ahead, Dick. Go ahead.
Coach, did you consider using Suggs in overtime?
I have to go back, look back and see exactly what the right time was to get him in the game, but I think, Gary was defending Hero decently well, so I thought those were situations that I'll have to look back and see how we may have to look at that in those minutes.
Thank you, Coach Mosley.
Thank you, guys.